This is Woodman here. Today I wanted to talk to you about boundaries. Throughout my life, the devil has authorized one or more entities to stalk me all through all of my days. You can think of it as like a generational curse, so to speak. And of course, remember that the devil is not more powerful than God. The world we live in is like a matrix, and there are things that happen which cannot be simply explained by the normal laws of medicine, physics, and the like. There's more going on because the entity in question had very specific weaknesses in me that they were assigned to attack. Um, Firstly, that I'm too much of a people pleaser, that I have to learn how to value myself to the point where I have to knock all that stuff off and I have to stop giving a flying fork about whatever people say and think about me. Moreover, in particular, I just have to learn how to tell romantic partners, for example, who think too highly of themselves, go jump off a cliff because people begin to feel like somehow, they're better than me. I'm lower than them. I should be waiting on them hand and foot. And to be quite honest, I'm happy with the people I have in my life now because now I'm in balance. But even if I did not have a significant other or anyone in my life, I would remain alone rather than put myself in a terrible situation. Additionally, my sexual potency is powerful, right? And therefore it has to be protective and not to sleep with any fish in the sea that swims by. My energy is sacred and I will keep it to myself. I do not need to be controlled by anyone, and I do not need to share that energy with anyone who's not worthy of that energy. Not everyone is discerning enough to understand how energy works and why it's valuable. This is not my problem. This is the problem of people who I need to raise my boundaries against. So let's understand boundaries and avoid negative influences. What are boundaries? Boundaries are the limits that we establish to safeguard our mental, emotional, and physical well being, as well as spiritual well being, also. The boundaries help define where one person ends and another begins, ensuring that we interact in healthy, respectful ways. Boundaries can be physical, like needing personal space, emotional space. You don't want to tolerate disrespect, or mental or spiritual, like managing why you allow yourself to think certain things or be involved with certain things and so forth. These are crucial for maintaining our identity, our integrity, our self esteem, our overall health. What about energy vampires? Energy vampires are individuals who deplete your emotional or mental energy, and they often constantly seek attention or validation. They may seek to dominate conversations or crave sympathy, leaving you feeling drained. In other words, these are the perpetual victims. In their eyes, they're always being victimized. They always have to be that victim, and you have to feel sorry for them. What about engaging in negative behaviors? Well, this can include constant complaining, gossiping, defaming, being overly critical, which can affect one's mood and outlook. Use of manipulative tactics. These individuals may employ guilt or pressure to get what they want, and this leads to feelings of the target being overwhelmed. As a result, boundaries should be raised. Contaminators of energy. This also is an issue, particularly with energy vampires, because the constant drain can have a detrimental impact. For example, spreading negativity. Once your outlook changes and you're going from positive to negative, this can affect your emotional state. Challenging your boundaries. These individuals may want to challenge your boundaries and push the line. They want to pressure you to get out of your comfort zone or disrespect your personal limits. And you should never let anybody do that. Why you should avoid these kinds of people? Well, you want to preserve your mental health, right? Constant exposure to energy vampires or negative influences can lead to stress, anxiety, and burnout. By maintaining boundaries, you protect your mental health and avoid unnecessary emotional strain. Maintaining an emotional balance. Clear boundaries help you to manage your emotional responses and maintain a balanced perspective. Setting limits allows you to handle sorry, difficult situations as well as complex emotions, and you can handle then more overall social interactions more effectively. Promoting self-esteem. Well, boundaries also reinforce your self-worth. Asserting your limits communicates that you value yourself and you deserve respect. Enhancing personal growth. By distancing yourself from negative influences, you can create space for positive development. This allows you to focus on your goals and aspirations without unnecessary distractions. What about the effects of spiritual damage, as well as energy harvesting? Well, beyond emotional and mental impacts, there are issues with boundaries where they're crucial for protecting your spiritual well being. Let's talk about some ways in how negative influences can also affect you spiritually, right? Spiritual damage. Constant interaction with energy vampires or negative people can erode your spiritual vitality. This can manifest as a feeling of spiritual emptiness, confusion, disconnection, or even just feeling ill, and you lose your sense of purpose as well as your inner peace. Energy harvesting. Some individuals, knowingly or unknowingly, may engage in energy harvesting. And this is where the person draws upon their personal energy to fuel their own needs, right? And what I mean by there is, I mean the targets, right? This can happen in both subtle and overt ways, such as through manipulation, such as through codependency. The draining effect of such interactions can leave you feeling depleted and spiritually unsettled, as well as very chaotic and not understanding what's going on. Is there a risk of severe drain? Well, excessive energy drain can have severe consequences. In extreme cases, it might lead to profound fatigue, a significant decline in mental and physical health, as well as in most severe instances, complete breakdown of one's spirit or sense of self. This extreme level of depletion can be life threatening if not addressed. In other words, yes, you could, in fact, die if you are constantly being drained to the point of no return. How to set boundaries, right? Well, first you have to identify your limits. Reflect on what makes you uncomfortable or stressed. Understand your limits, and that's the first step in setting effective boundaries. Communicate clearly. Be straightforward about your needs and limits. For example, if someone's behavior is draining you, clearly express what you are and aren't willing to tolerate. Because obviously, you want to work with people, but you also want to make sure you keep certain limits and certain walls of separation that should not be violated. Be consistent. Consistency helps you to reinforce your boundaries. Wavering can lead to confusion as well as an exploitation of your limits. Practice self care. You should be regularly engaging in activities that recharge your energy and bring you joy. This helps you to stay resilient against any negative influences. And just keep in mind that there are going to be influences all the time. Knowing how to identify them and discerning them and how you can help yourself is a very important thing you should not overlook. Seek support. If maintaining boundaries and this feels challenging, seek support from friends, family, or professionals who can offer guidance and encouragement. Let's conclude this, right? We're going to summarize. Boundaries are essential for protecting your mental, emotional, and spiritual well being. By understanding and maintaining boundaries, you can safeguard yourself from energy vampires and negative influences. You can prevent any potential harm as well as fostering a healthier and ultimately more balanced life. If you're new here, welcome aboard. I appreciate you to the channel. If you are returning, thank you for your support. I appreciate your assistance with this channel. Uh, in the name of the Most High God, oh, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In the name of the Most High God, I would ask you to bless as well as protect uh, the that that the whole collective, the community, that each and every one of you will be kept safe from the dark forces of that which is not divine. This is Woodman signing off. Take care and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.